Good morning. It's another sober sunrise. Another beautiful morning here in Colorado. Summers are amazing here. It's July 9th, Wednesday. It's 6:38 a.m. Looks like a short one today. Let's read it. It says, "I am an instrument." And before I get into it, I just want to admit that as soon as I saw this headline, before reading I didn't read any farther. I thought, what instrument would I be if I was an instrument? And before I could even finish that thought, the old skit from Saturday Night Live came into my head of Will Ferrell playing Harry Carey and saying, "If you were a hot dog, would you eat yourself? I would. I'd be delicious." And okay, that's what happened. And that's as far as I got with the reading so far. But anyway, let's read it. "I am an instrument. Humbly asked him to remove our shortcomings." That's step 7. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 70. So this is going to be about step 7. "The subject of humility is a difficult one. Humility is not thinking less of myself than I ought to. It's acknowledging that I do certain things well. It's accepting a compliment graciously. God can only do for me what he can do through me. Humility is the result of knowing that God is the doer, not me. In the light of this awareness, how can I take pride in my accomplishments? I am an instrument, and any work I seem to be doing is being done by God through me. I ask God on a daily basis to remove my shortcomings in order that I may more freely go about my AA business of love and service." It's a really good one. Um, and if you guys have been watching this channel, you know that I am not a religious person. Okay, I have a higher power that makes sense to me, but it is not a God. But this is still a great reading. And also, I want to go back to the beginning of this section where it says, "The subject of humility is a difficult one." The next sentence, "Humility is not thinking less of myself than I ought to. It's acknowledging that I do certain things well. It's accepting a compliment graciously." Humility is also not thinking less of myself. It's thinking of myself less. Okay? So that's a big deal in recovery. That's what makes sense for me in terms of humility. Um, I'll get more into that. But the subject of humility is, I don't know if I would consider it a difficult one for me personally. I love the subject of humility. It grounds me big time. But at first it could be really difficult if you're just getting started. It might be something that's foreign to you or that you have to really try hard to practice. And that's okay. We all start where we start. So if that's difficult for you in the beginning, that's totally fine. To practice it. Just practice it. Think of yourself less. Don't think less of yourself. Think of yourself less. And by doing that, you'll get out of yourself. You'll get out of your own troubles. And you'll find that when you get out of yourself and you start doing things for others, the joy you get back is pretty incredible. Plus, you're not spinning in your own head and catastrophizing and living in a constant state of fear and worry because you're being of service to other people. You're giving away yourself in the best possible way. So remember that. Humility is not thinking less of myself. It's thinking of myself less. But it also is what it says here, acknowledging that we all do certain things well, and accepting a compliment graciously. I struggle with that still. I have worked really hard on just when someone gives me a compliment, not my default is humor, right? I make a joke about it, some type of self-deprecating joke, because I'm uncomfortable taking a compliment, a true, honest, heartfelt compliment. So I've worked really hard on just saying thank you, and then not needing to fill the next pause in the conversation with a joke or a self-deprecating compliment or immediately returning that compliment to someone, right? Just take it, accept it. It's a gift. Accept it. Take it to heart. If you believe the compliment to be true, put that in your piggy bank of your new self-worth, your self-worth bank. Self-worth bank. I like that. But yeah, I still struggle with taking compliments. I'm trying to get better at it. I struggle some days. Some days more than others. Okay, let's get to the next paragraph. God can only do for me what he can do through me. Okay, what does that mean? My higher power presents me with opportunities multiple times a day to make a choice to either be a good person and live with integrity or not. So through me, my higher power is giving me options, right? It's giving me options through my day to day to take a path, to choose a path. So I'm sure the same thing is happening to you if you look around and think about it. You have choices every day of how to react to stimulus, whatever. Something happens, you instantly have a choice to make. And that's all our day is millions of little choices. Every second, every day, we're making choices. And if you train yourself to make the choice of doing the next right thing, and that could be something as simple as smiling at someone as you're walking by, right? Just something so simple, letting someone cut you off in traffic and just being like, okay, they must be in a hurry. Maybe there's an emergency. Let it go. Take the path of giving someone the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what anyone else is going through at any given moment. So give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them go. Let them carry on with their day. As soon as you let that go, you can carry on with your day and make the next good choice, the next right choice to be a good person. But if you cycle through chasing down someone on the street or honking your horn or driving really close to someone, you're missing out on all these other opportunities potentially to be a good person, to take the path that leads you toward the life you want. So keep it simple. Make your life easier. Let it go. These little things can ruin our day, but they don't have to. They don't need to even be part of our conscious thought. Okay, you're choosing to get all caught up on little things and missing out on opportunities to look around and see how lovely the world can be. And believe me, some days it's real hard to see those things. I know that, but it's a work in progress, right? It's practice, not perfection. God can only do for me what he can do through me. So through me, meaning through my actions, through my choices and my actions. Humility is the result of knowing that my higher power is the doer, not me. My higher power is the one that's presenting me with these choices to make. And then leaving it up to me to choose, what kind of person I want to be. In the light of this awareness, how can I take pride in my accomplishments? Well, I choose to think that, so that last sentence, God is the doer, not me. Okay, my higher power is the doer, not me. I don't necessarily agree with that. I like to think that I'm being presented with options. I'm still the doer. I'm the one making the choice, right? That's how I feel. So in the light of this awareness, how can I take pride in my accomplishments? I can take pride because I'm the one who chose. And if I accomplish something, that's my choice that led to that accomplishment. I take great pride in that. So that's how I feel about that part of it. I am an instrument, and any work I seem to be doing is being done by God through me. So I guess I'm contradicting the whole theme of this reading today, but this is just my opinion, of course. You might believe that God is the one acting, and he's using you as the piece, the chess piece, right? He's just moving you, and you have no choice whether you get moved to this square or this square or this square. If you believe that, that's great. That's not how I see things, though. So it's open to interpretation. That's the whole point of me doing these videos. This is my interpretation of these readings. You don't have to agree with everything that I say. But I believe that the gift that we have is a gift of constantly having choices and free will. And that is, excuse me, it's an amazing gift. What we do with it is the important part. I ask God on a daily basis to remove my shortcomings in order that I may more freely go about my AA business of love and service. Yeah. Remove my shortcomings. Let me use the best parts of myself to make these choices, not the scared part, not the fear, not the trauma response. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to work on, is using the parts of me that I want to steer my choices instead of the parts of me that used to steer my choices, because those parts got me to very dark places. And the parts that I've been using since then have been bringing me into a much better life and helping me make much better choices. So first you have to identify what those shortcomings are, right? That's step 4 and 5. You have to do those to understand the mechanics of you, right? So what makes you you? What are the characteristics that have been steering your ship and guiding your choices? Fear, anger, resentment, whatever. For me, it was low self-esteem and comparison syndrome, like constantly comparing myself to others, and just doing things from a place of feeling like I am less than others. I am not as good as others. And then compensating for that in big, big ways. Okay, I'm trying to leave all that behind, and I needed to remove those shortcomings, like it says here. Remove my shortcomings in order that I may more freely go about my business of love and service. And you can take the letters AA out of there if it's better for you. Just go about my business of love and service to others. But you have to identify the problem before you can eliminate it. And if you don't take the time to identify the real problem, the real one, not that you're an alcoholic or a drug addict, you're an alcoholic or a drug addict because of other issues. You have to figure out what those are. Okay? The alcoholism and the addiction and the obsession is a symptom of the real problem. Okay? That's my belief. And is it a physical allergy, so to speak? I do think it is. I think that when I drink, instead of my body reacting negatively to something like an allergy, like pollen, my body goes, ooh, alcohol. I love that. Give me more of that. Like in an extra way, more than people who don't have that particular allergy to it. So there is a physical aspect of it, But in addition to that, there is a mostly psychological, emotional underlying. And then once you do step 4 and 5 wholeheartedly, you'll start to understand what those reasons are that you continually go back to alcohol or drugs. Okay. But you have, excuse me, you have choices to make every day. Try to train yourself to make the ones that keep your life simple, be of service to other people, let it go. Okay. That's my, I'm going to channel the Disney movie Frozen today, and we're going to say, let it go. I'm not going to sing the song, although I do know it because my son loves that movie, or used to anyway. All right. It is 15 minutes, 45 seconds in. Okay. Thank you for listening. If you liked the video and took something away from it, hit the thumbs up. If you like the channel and think what I'm doing is helpful, subscribe to the channel. It helps. And if you think you know someone who could benefit from listening to these messages, share the video with them. Share the channel with them. I would greatly appreciate it. The more people we get following, the more the algorithm will say, hey, this is something people find valuable. Let me push it out to more people. And they might find it organically, and maybe they'll be helped that way. But if you think you know someone who could benefit, you might be helping them. You might be saving them by sharing the video. That's it. Whoever you are, wherever you are, whenever you're listening to this, you are enough. You are loved. And you can do this. Keep it simple today. Let it go. Make a choice to just do the next right thing and just do the best you can today. That's it. Just do the best you can today. Okay. That's all I got. Back at it tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Love you all. Goodbye.